Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, I'm doing a little bit of a random crypto talk over here on the second channel. If you guys ever do enjoy these types of videos, feel free to let me know in the comment section down below. I actually have a pretty big interest in Bitcoin, crypto, and all that type of good stuff on the side. I'm always kind of curious on what people usually think. But right now, we have a pretty big detail that's ongoing pretty much as you're probably watching this video, where China right now is launching their very first ever both Ethereum and Bitcoin ETF. Now, if you guys don't know what an ETF actually is, it's essentially, for lack of better terms, being able to go and buy and sell things like cryptocurrencies or commodities such as gold or silver through the actual stock exchange. It's basically like a once a day, let's say you buy Bitcoin, by the end of the day, the company itself has to buy it on the free market or through other brokerages or whatever it might be, in this case, maybe like Bitcoin miners, and at that point, they hold it for the person buying the stock. So think like a Vanguard, Fidelity, or any other type of various platform that would hold stocks for you, but once again, it's just for crypto. Now, people are actually kind of critiquing this to go and see if this could be a big deal or not. But intriguingly, the Hong Kong ETF is actually seemingly maybe a lot bigger than people are expected. Now, if you guys, like I said, don't know, it's basically where people can go buy cryptocurrency or buy commodities through stocks. But the one big issue with the actual exchange over here for China is that for them it is only for Hong Kong. So it's like the actual city of Hong Kong rather than anyone in the entire Chinese populace. So you can have like a random mom and pop going and buying some Bitcoin. Instead, it's just like say big and invested companies, big actual brokerages, anyone who's basically like accredited investors, which is very, very small. But the one kind of big caveat besides just that, which is kind of like the bad negative news, is number one, it kind of sparks other countries to want to launch their own ETFs. Because why would you want to launch your own product where it's only in, let's say, I don't know, you can only buy it in China, but you're living in Singapore. You can only buy it and you're in like Indonesia, but you have to buy it from China. At the end of the day, it means that your own country's basically stock exchange or products are not making any money. But the biggest thing is too is like on that same reverse side, because China is a somewhat really big homegrown, like say economy, other various places such as people in the Middle East or say Singapore or maybe even Japan, etc., may also want to go and allocate their own resources towards launching stuff onto Hong Kong. So basically, as the time you guys are watching this video, if you guys care, it is now going live. So as of right now, it's the 30th of April, at least in China, and probably by the time I upload this video, it will probably be going properly live over here for that market. And it's kind of crazy because they're assuming they're going to do more sales, more products than everything in the United States. Now, we don't know if it's going to be true or not because we'll have to see throughout the next probably like 2 days or so. Because as I mentioned, most traditionally ETFs have a 24-hour period to buy and get assets. So basically, like, even if it's like throughout the entire trading day, you may see like inflows, so people buying stuff, but they don't have to necessarily one-to-one buy it at that exact second, although maybe the same day. So it's very intriguing to go and see because it is now launching both for Bitcoin and Ethereum. Ethereum has also been trying to go and get its own ETF launched for America, but as of right this second, it has not gotten through. It's still up to scrutiny by the SEC. We're not sure if it's a security or not. But as of right this second, it has been going over here, where basically Hong Kong already does trade Bitcoin futures and other crypto contracts as of late 2022. Same with us in America for the CME. And at the same time, it's been doing all around fine. And as well, they basically have around $170 million in assets under management, which isn't crazy, but that still is nice to have invested. And they also say all Hong Kong ETFs account for only 0.6% of the United States ETF market. So this may be a big deal in terms of maybe the idea of other countries wanting to also be a part of this, but as well, it also may be a smaller deal because it's not as much money and assets being put on in. Although we have been seeing really big, basically currency crunches when it comes to the Chinese yen or Chinese yuan, whatever it actually might go and be, when it comes to their actual like currency itself, where they are trying to go and get out of this hyperinflation, kind of how most other countries are, same with Japan as of recently, which is more the yen itself. And we've been seeing like gold doing very well in China and other various things such as silver doing well, mainly because people want to get out of real estate, and that's been their big, big bubble in China. So I do kind of feel like there's some good potential over here when it comes to the Chinese market, especially when it comes to Bitcoin, Ethereum, and other various things. They also will be both having two intriguing things. I believe they can actually have, like, you basically get the crypto itself and also, I believe, can withdraw it, or as well can also go and have it as shares, kind of how they do it in America. America does it as shares, and then Bitcoin does things like withdrawals. So kind of does, it kind of depends what you want to go do. So it's just kind of nice that the options basically could hold the stock for you and then kind of hold it in regards, or I believe you can go and draw it physically as well, like a usual wallet, as most people can do for crypto, which is very intriguing to go and see. Hong Kong Spot Ether ETF will not be the first one in the world, though, which is intriguing, though, because there has been other various countries, such as Canada, already launching them, although Canada is a way smaller market in comparison to the United States or China too as well. But the one big thing is we're going to see how much actual inflows we get over here due to China. Only allowing it for investors, and as well, they are going to be having AMC, which I thought was like the random movie place, is basically the biggest issue in terms of so basically like how much money they have on top of it. For them, they have $55.7 billion too as well, and around $3 billion in Hong Kong. So we don't know what's going to happen all throughout the day, but hopefully be something kind of cool. So far, the markets have had a pretty good push up in the last little bit or so. If you look at the day-to-day chart for crypto, it has a little bump up. So we'll see if this affects the market all throughout the day or not. But either way, it did have a pretty nice few percentage move at the end of the day. So give me your thoughts and comments. Subscribe if you guys are new. Sorry for a random crypto video. Just felt like talking about it on the second channel. So be on the lookout for more.